Captain to the bridge. Captain to the bridge. Captain, our departure window shall expire
I'm coming! I still had to fix that clog in the coolant line.
Did my turbulence calculations help you diagnose the problem?
Actually, I just banged it with a wrench a couple of times and it cleared right up. All right. Release the docking clamps. And off we go. Captain's log, stardate 7011.2. We are outbound from the X2 industrial colony on a heading for outreach station. Aurora is now 3 months into her second voyage in the Zenarian sector and has performed admirably. The crew is in good spirits and is happy to be underway.
Captain,
Yes, Tling.
do you feel it's proper to refer to the crew in your logs when I am your only crew member?
It's tradition to refer to a ship's personnel as your crew. Nobody said you can't have a crew of one.
Interesting. But it is inaccurate to say that your Vulcan crew is happy and in good spirits. Vulcans do not engage in such emotions.
So noted, Tling. Hey, how's that power flutter we were seeing in the warp coils?
Your crew has remedied the problem by inserting a compensating algorithm into the plasma control routine. It's difficult to be certain of long-term success, however. Aurora's systems have been cannibalized from so many other...
Just what the hell is that supposed to mean?
To cannibalize, in the mechanical sense, is to remove the serviceable parts from one device in order to repair another.
I know what the word means. I just don't like it. Used about Aurora. Never speak ill of your ship, my father always said. Your ship is your life.
Yes, Captain.
Okay. Looks like we've cleared the station's outer traffic zone. You got a heading for us?
Yes, Captain. Heading 097 Mark II.
097 Mark II. Let's take this old girl to warp.
Coming with the dawn and leaving night behind. Take me to a new day. Take me to
What? I was cleaning up back here like you told me to.
I know, honey, but that ion storm shook us up pretty good, and I need you to go out and reconnect some container lines.
Me? I did it last time. Make Jimmy go.
I need Jimmy on the sensors. We don't really know exactly where we are or what's out there. Besides, it's safer with Jimmy up here on the bridge where he can't break anything. I need my pumpkin out there to fix it right.
Hold on. Let me...
Okay.
Okay, go ahead now.
There, see? Listen to your
Of course,
mother.
if we had a real ship instead of this old bucket of bolts.
Hey, young lady, never speak ill of your ship. Your ship is your life.
Shining star, I see your
Okay. 22E should be all set. I'm gonna give it a try. Huh? Guys? Mom? Did you know there's a weird ship out here?
Yes, honey, we see him. Why don't you come back in?
Okay, I need to lock this one down. Then I'll be right in.
What kind of ship is that?
The kind Jimmy was supposed to be watching for.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. I mean, really out of nowhere. Unknown ship, please identify yourself. We are the merchant vessel Mercury Rising, registered out of Denver.
Hey, it disappeared. Where'd it go?
Kara, get in here.
No problem.
This data keeps getting better. Now it's nothing but a ghost ship.
Kara, honey, are you inside yet?
Almost.
Ship dead ahead. I was just looking there. Nothing there.
Jimmy, are there any anomalies in this region? Dust?
Tracy, give me power on the No, I don't care where I am out here. I know how to read sensors. It's all I do now.
You're gonna flip your face and you sister finger.
That's the best I can get it without cooling the whole assembly. Let me know if it goes beyond 20%.
I can already say we're in the stand up. I can just get more on anything. Tracy, critical diagnosis. Okay, now that's about all the sign I can stand for one day. Unknown ship, please identify yourself. You're the merchant vessel Mercury Rising, registered
I'm
out
in.
of Denver.
What's happening up there?
Hold on, Kara. Impulse to full power now. Heading 10, Mark 3.
Jimmy, I'm giving you 1 minute of full power. Take a full EM sweep of that ship.
They're charging their weapon! Unknown ship, hold your fire. We are a merchant vessel. Unarmed. Repeat. Your fire.
Shields to maximum. Everybody brace for impact. Kids.
Hey, I'm still in the airlock. Hello? Mom? Dad? Can anybody hear me? I'm coming in. I think I hurt my head.
rifling? The offload appears to be going well, Captain. Mr. Persula informs me that he has sufficient carriers to allow us to offload without significant downtime waiting for transport. Send my regards to Mr. Persula. He's a credit to his family and his ancestors. Yes, Captain. Mr. Persula also wishes for you to meet him in his dockside office after we have offloaded. I believe he is curious to know how we arrived here from X2 in just 18 days. I'll bet he is. Captain, explain to me why we must always drink at a dockside bar after completing a cargo run. It's tradition. Don't Vulcans have traditions? Many, but none of them involve public intoxication. Come on, it's one drink. I'll buy. Now remember what I said if anybody messes with us. If they insult us, insult their ship. If they push us, shove back harder. Good girl. You have to stand up for yourself out here. You'll be fighting every punk in the sector who thinks you're an easy target. So it is a social order based upon reprisal and revenge. Xenarians call it justice. Captain, we could simply drink on Aurora. What fun is that? Soak in the atmosphere. Enjoy the company. Now, is this really so bad? As your Dr. Einstein posited, everything is relative. Well, I think these guys are relatively interested. Interested in what, Captain? In us, silly! Don't look. Human mating rituals. Vulcans don't have mating rituals? We do. However, we limit them to once every 7 years. That explains a lot. Okay, here they come. Act natural. I shall endeavor.
So you're the girls from Aurora. And you must be the captain.
Depends on who's asking.
Oh, it's you all right. Just like I said, Chug. Cannibal Kara. Right here in this very bar.
Do I know you?
Randy Jacobs, ma'am. Captain Lone Star. You might have heard of me.
There are lots of idiots out here.
Huh. Real funny. This here your crewmate? Better lock your cabin at night, Pixie, in case she gets up for a bite. Cannibal Kara, you're a celebrity. What you drinking there? Blood?
Sir, I believe you are annoying my
Beat
captain.
it, Pixie. I'm talking to a living legend. You know, you can still scare spacer kids with stories about Cannibal Kara waiting for him out in the dark.
I employed what you may know as the Vulcan nerve pinch. He shall wake up with a headache, but he is otherwise unharmed. Come in. Can I help you, Captain? It's true, what he said. Cannibal Kara, or Crazy Kara. I thought I'd left all that back in Federation space. Captain? I was 12 when my family's cargo ship was attacked by Romulans. Only I survived. Subspace, navigation, warp drive, all of it destroyed. And the food replicators. I drifted for months. In the small part of the ship I was able to patch and pressurize. What food I could scrounge ran out in a week.
Holy sh! Hey, Captain, I've got a live one.
It's a kid!
Are you okay, honey? Are you hurt?
Severe malnutrition, dehydration. It's a good thing we found her when we did.
The distress signal said this happened months ago. What's she been living on?
Captain, I think I'm gonna see these.
I had adapted a water reclamation unit to extract proteins from organic matter. It was the logical thing to do, given the circumstances. Would a Vulcan have done it? The will to survive is strong in every species, even Vulcans. So, you say that jerk's head's gonna hurt when he wakes up? One can apply the Vulcan nerve pinch such that the waking is very unpleasant. Thanks, Tling. Okay, I hope I made this right, but you can probably tell better than I can. Vulcan spiced tea. Well, I figure a ship with a Vulcan crew should carry a few Vulcan amenities. Where did you find it? You can find anything if you look hard enough, even on a little station like this. Thank you, Captain. I also got us a job while I was out, a run to tag down Colony. And what's more, I scooped it right out from under that jerk we ran into last night. Beat his offer by more than a week. That'll teach him to mess with us. More justice. To justice. Outreach station, this is Aurora. We have cleared the station and are outbound on a heading of 273 Mark 7 for tag down Colony.
Aurora, this is Outreach Station Central, confirming heading 273 Mark 7. Please hold course until you have cleared the outer traffic perimeter, and good journey to you.
Thank you, Station Central. Xenarians. So polite. I recall you saying that Xenarians were vicious, cold-blooded killers. Well, they are, if you break your word to them. Otherwise, they're as sweet as Andorian crystal candy. But they are actually cold-blooded. Indeed. Captain, we're being hailed. A ship named Lone Star. Lone Star? I thought they might call. Go ahead, put it through. Ronnie Jacobs.
Randy.
Whatever. It's nice to see you. Conscious.
Cut the funny stuff, Carpenter. What's with stealing that job from me? Y'all can't get to tag down in 26 days. Your ship's a piece of junk. That hull's gotta be 100 years old, and those puny engines couldn't get you past warp 5 with the mass you're hauling.
Must be hell on fuel, too.
And y'all can get from Novus to X2 and back in less than a month. That's impossible. Lone Star can't even do that.
You looked us up on the sector subnet. I'm flattered.
Okay, you got me. So how do y'all do it, Carpenter? I'm dying to know.
Well, Randy, if you're
dying to know. Then I'm just going to have to tell you. To drop dead. Are Vulcan men like that?
We are now beyond the station's long-range traffic sensors, Captain.
Okay. You got a reading on the nebula?
Yes, Captain. A likely point at bearing 033 Mark II.
033 Mark II. Got it. Nightling.
Good night, Captain.
I don't care how many times we do this. This nebula is still scary up close. How are we doing?
Our entry point is ahead, bearing 002 Mark 6.
All right. Setting course. Now we just gotta batten down the hatches.
Armor shielding secure, Captain.
And off we go, taking her in half impulse.
Captain, I am detecting a ship entering the nebula behind us.
What? Who the... Hail them. Ask them... Just put it through.
Following ship. This is the merchanter Aurora, registered out of Zanir. Do you require assistance? They are answering.
Kara Carpenter, imagine running into you in a place like this.
Jacobs, you idiot! Get the hell out of here!
Temper, Missy. You're just mad I figured out how you get places so fast. You found a secret shortcut through the cloud, while everyone else goes the long way around.
The only secret, you moron, is Aurora.
You were right. Her hull is 100 years old. She was built for the Romulan War back when they still used atomic weapons. She's armor-plated and hard-shielded against radiation. Nobody does that anymore.
Your ship can't survive in here.
I got military-grade deflector shields.
It's the Thundercloud Nebula. Shields are useless here. Everybody knows that.
They just start a plasma loop that gets worse the more energy you pour into them. And once yours burn out,
you're gonna fry.
You can't warp through a nebula neither. You gotta go on impulse. That'd take years. Just show me.
Look, this nebula is like Swiss cheese. We warp through the clear spaces, the holes, but you still have to punch through nasty places like this on impulse. And this is just one of them. Are you guys okay? Jacobs, do you need help?
That's a stupid idea. Systems down all over the ship. Shields
Scan them.
60%. Hull breach in section 12. Preventing plasma. Hoping ship will lose some warp containment. Shut power from the ship. To what? Interlocks are fused. We got to inject the core. Might as well scrap the damn ship. You know what a warp core costs?
Jacobs!
We ain't got a choice.
Jacobs! You can't eject your core inside the nebula. There's enough proto-matter right here to take out an entire star system. If it blows...
Won't be no different if it blows inside my ship, now will it? Chug, get ready to dump and run. I'll give you girls a head start. That junker better be faster than she looks.
We'll wait for you outside the nebula.
Just get.
Coming about, Tling. Let's get the hell out of here. Captain, at this velocity, the shockwave will overtake us before we escape the nebula. She's giving us all she's got. I'm probably melting the nozzles as it is. Shockwave impact in 63 seconds. Just how bad would that be? Mr. Jacobs may not find many pieces. Okay, prep for warp. And plot me the fastest way out of here. Captain, it is highly inadvisable to go to warp inside a nebula. Do you advise getting caught in that explosion? Plotting course. Tling! I need that heading. 497 Mark III. Warp drive coming online. Here we go! Hold on to something! Where am I? And who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? Who the hell are you?
We ran every test we could think of on you two, and it confirms that you are indeed identical, down to your DNA, fingerprints, even retina scan.
So, she's a clone, sir? Clone? I'm not a clone. She's the clone. You're the one who just appeared out of nowhere? I'm not a clone, and I didn't ask to be here. I keep telling you people, I have to get back to my ship. Tling needs me.
Please, we're working on that. As I was saying, you two are identical in every significant way. We did find one small but crucial difference, however. We almost didn't catch it, but we discovered a quantum flux in Ms. Carpenter's cellular RNA that resonates at the subatomic level with a signature different from normal matter.
You can't change the quantum signature of matter. That's basic physics. All of the matter in the universe resonates with the same signature.
All the matter in this universe, you mean?
So what? She's from a different universe? Sir?
Parallel universe, alternate reality, but yes, that's our theory. It seems that the protomatter explosion Ms. Carpenter described to us, combined with her ship going to warp, opened a hole in space-time, and she fell through it, so to speak, into our universe.
But how did she end up here in the Beta Rigel system, on the Yorktown? Xenir is hundreds of light years from here.
Right. Shouldn't she have just appeared in Xenirian space? I mean, our Xenirian space?
That did puzzle us. But when we studied our scans more closely, we discovered that a very tiny portion of Ms. Carpenter's RNA resonates normally for our universe. And when we compared her RNA to yours, Ensign, we found that an equally small portion of your RNA matches the quantum flux signature of the majority of Ms. Carpenter's.
So that transporter overload, it mixed us together?
We don't think so. Tell me, were either of you ever exposed to a significant quantum fluctuation or temporal anomaly before today?
Every time you go to warp or use the transporter, My family's cargo ship, Mercury Rising, got kicked out of warp by a freak ion storm when I was a kid. Afterwards, we noticed the ship's chronometer was off by about 5 minutes. There was a lot of damage from the storm, so we thought it was a malfunction. But when I checked, there was no damage to the chronometer. I just reset it. But I always thought it was weird.
When did this happen?
5409.6. Yes, in the Belarus sector.
Parallel universe indeed. No other events like this before or after?
Nothing like that. Just today.
That meshes with our working theory. It seems to me that on that day, the ion storm you mentioned provided enough energy to open up a rift between our two universes when combined with the temporal instability of your family's ships falling out of warp, and that each of your ships, and each of you, momentarily occupied the exact same space-time as our two realities overlapped. You merged, so to speak, and when you diverged again into your own universes, each of you came back with, well, a little piece of the other. It's that bit of corresponding matter that brought Ms. Carpenter here.
But we weren't in the same place today. Not even close.
Your bond means that distance no longer matters, according to interdimensional string theory. It would also explain where your clothing went, Miss Carpenter. It's still back in your universe, since, naturally, your clothing doesn't share your RNA. You were wearing clothing.
I was piloting my ship. I have to get back.
Excuse me for saying, but from your description of that protomatter explosion, Miss Carpenter, there may be no ship to get back to. Have you considered that?
I have to try. I'm the captain.
We'll do all we can, Captain.
This'll be your cabin for as long as you're here. I'm sure it's not quite what a captain is used to.
Are you kidding? This is bigger than my entire bridge.
What kind of ship is...
Her name's Aurora. Merchant-class cargo ship. I refit her from a mothballed Monitor-class gunship. She's not pretty, but she's tough.
Oh, so you're not in Starfleet. There is a Starfleet in your universe.
Oh yeah, it seems pretty much the same. We even have a Yorktown. I saw it a couple of times as a kid.
You never wanted to join up?
I thought about it. I took the exams. I did pretty well, actually. All the technical stuff was fine. I just didn't think I'd pass the psych screening. Plus, I didn't think anybody would really want to ship out with Cannibal Kara.
Cannibal who?
What, they didn't use that one here? How about Crazy Kara? Scary Carpenter? Or Kara Carver-Upper? What the hell are you talking about? After the ion storm, when everybody was...
How did you survive?
I almost died of boredom, if that's what you mean. We were stuck out there for 5 weeks before we got rescued. I swear it's half the reason I thought of joining Starfleet in the first place. But the Romulan ship, it didn't... What Romulan ship? They're alive? Mom? Dad? Tracy? The boys? They're alive? Yes, they're fine. What happened in your... What's wrong? What's happening? Medical emergency in guest cabin 331.
Whatever happened to her seems to have disrupted every system in the body, keeping her on morphine along for the pain. But if she wakes up agitated, you can give her a shot of this. That'll put her out for a good 12 hours.
Yes, Doctor.
I'm gonna run some more tests, but until we hear more... Mr. Trang. We were just discussing your visitor.
Doctor? We think we know what happened. It seems that our visitor's body tried to phase back into her own universe, but was held here by the portion that belongs in ours. The physical trauma you're seeing is the result of her body essentially trying to function with a small but significant portion of itself momentarily out of phase. Missing, as it were.
That would explain the systemic damage. Will this phasing happen again?
We don't know what brought it on in the first place, but we have to believe that it's a possibility as long as she is in our universe.
Well, another episode would only exacerbate her injuries, and repeated episodes could kill her. The only cure I can see is sending her back to where she came from.
We're working on that.
We'll keep her comfortable in the meantime. In any case, she shouldn't be allowed to leave sickbay under any circumstances.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Ensign. If you'll excuse us, Doctor.
Certainly.
Ensign Carpenter, did I not ask you to tell me anything you felt might pertain to this incident?
Yes, sir.
Then why was it left to crewman Schultz to discover that your Mercury Rising is at Beta 2 station, right in this star system, and has been for 3 days?
I didn't think my family's whereabouts was any of your business.
Everything is my business when it comes to the science of everything.
Yes, sir.
I don't believe in coincidences, Ensign. Had you planned on visiting your family during Yorktown's assignment here?
No, sir.
Very well, Ensign. If you think of anything else that might relate to this matter, whether you think it's my business or not, you will tell me.
Yes, sir.
I understand that you were already on report before this incident. I would hate to have to add to your troubles. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to stay in bed.
You're not going to go see your mom and dad? I'm Starfleet. I can't just come and go as I please.
How long has it been since you've seen them?
A while. How long? A while. Look, why does everybody think they can pry into my private business? I don't care if you are me. They aren't your family, and this isn't your universe. So stay out of it. There, see? Sorry. I'll just have her out for a couple of hours.
Sir?
Sir. Yes, sir.
What's a transporter tech need a shuttlecraft for? I thought you beam jockeys considered shuttles obsolete.
We're, doing some transporter range testing, sir. Beaming crates back and forth.
Well, try not to beam out any of those seats, Ensign Carpenter.
Yes, sir. Sir. I'll come back for you, Taling. I promise. I just have to do this first. Okay, you can do this. You're Ensign Kara, and this is just a visit. Stay calm. That's okay, I'll find him. Dad? Oh, Dad!
Kara! Good to see you. What a nice surprise.
Dad,
I was just in the middle of realigning the dilithium articulation frame. I should be done by dinner. Why don't you catch up, and I'll...
But...
I thought he aligned the frame the other day.
Well, I have to talk to Shipco about our next run. So why don't you kids get dinner ready?
Okay. Well, you know, Starfleet. Big ship, long voyages. It's pretty routine. But what have you guys been up to? Where is, Tracy?
Married? You were at the wedding?
Barely.
Of course. I mean, you know, where is she right now? I haven't talked with her
Okay, enough. What kind of game are you playing here?
Really, who are you and what have you done with our sister?
What do you mean?
You know what we mean. We don't hear from you for almost a year. That's a long time, even for you. Not even when we tell you we'll be right here, at Beta. Then bang, here you are, acting like
you actually missed us.
But I have missed you. You have no idea.
You couldn't tell us you were coming? Mom was really upset, and Dad's been really, really quiet.
I wanted it to be a surprise.
Well, we were surprised, all right. But why are you here, really?
Maybe she missed seeing us hauling junk around the galaxy.
Hey, interstellar trade is a noble profession. Don't let Dad hear you call it junk.
Yeah, but you're the one who said it. To Dad, when you left for the academy.
I did?
Tracy told us.
Ah, that idiot!
Don't blame her.
No, I meant... Never mind. Look, I don't have a lot of time. Can we just have a nice visit?
Okay, just no crying.
Mercury Ranger Rule 23. Rangers don't cry.
Right, but wrong. That's Rule 22.
No, 22 is never reveal the secret salute.
Mercury ho!
You gotta go talk to Dad, punk.
I know. But didn't he seem kind of standoffish today?
Well, can you blame him?
No, I guess not. Oh, I wish I could tell you how good it is to see you guys again.
Yeah, we love you too, punk.
Now get out of here. I want the drama over by dinner.
Okay. Dad?
Everything's fine. I just really need to finish this. I thought I had it done, but it drifted. Oh, Kara. I thought you were helping the boys with dinner.
I was, but... Dad, can we talk a second?
I'd like to, Kara, but I'm really in the middle of something. I need to... Here, let your mother tell you about our last run. It was... honey, tell her about that thing that happened. I'll be...
What's gotten into him?
I was going to ask you.
Well, he has been pretty testy this week.
I'm sorry, Mom. I should have called.
That would have been nice.
I know. I wasn't sure I'd be able to get away.
You're on report again.
Yes. How did you...
Tracy has in-laws in Starfleet.
I wish Tracy was here. I really wanted to see her.
After what you said at her wedding, I'm not sure she'd agree.
Is there anyone in this universe I don't owe an apology to?
You've made some, questionable choices, Kara.
Questionable?
Stupid.
Thank you. Oh, Mom. Things are such a mess here. What am I gonna do?
Your grandmother always said, if you're not happy, do something about it. Kara, are you happy in Starfleet?
I don't think so.
Neither do I. I wouldn't tell you what to do, but you could come home.
Oh, I'd love to, Mom, but it's complicated.
Well, think about it, honey.
Honestly, I really can't think past the next few hours. I don't have much time. I really need to talk to Dad.
He should be down in engineering. I'll finish up here and then go see what the boys have done to dinner.
Okay. Thanks, Mom. Dad? Dad? Dad?
What are you doing up here, Kara?
I used to be able to find my lucky star from every system we visited. You said, when you gave them to us, you said as long as we could find our lucky star, we'd never be lost. I'm lost, Dad. I'm really lost.
There. See Alpha Centauri, go over to Andoria, then up a quarter. The orange one, next to Altar.
Good old FGC 17359. What happened to us, Dad? I was your little pumpkin, but now it's like you can't even stand to look at me. I shouldn't have come here. I don't know what I was thinking.
I think you just missed your family, Pumpkin.
Oh, Dad!
I'm not exactly sure what they're making. Andorian tubers and... I don't know about your universe, but assaulting people and stealing shuttles in this universe lands you in a holding cell.
You were supposed to contact me when you arrived.
You knew I wasn't?
Please, step away from the prisoner, sir.
Is this really necessary?
Yeah, I kinda like this, Kara.
Oh, really? Did she tell you what she did in her universe? What happened to her family?
No. Please.
Cannibal Kara. That's what you meant, wasn't it? How you survived.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You were all... They were all... I was alone. There was nothing. Nothing.
I think you should leave.
I'm sorry.
Not you, honey. Her.
What? I'm the real Kara. She's not even from this universe. She doesn't belong here.
Your Mr. Trang called just before she arrived and explained it to me, and I've had her on scan ever since. And I'm convinced that all this girl wants in our universe is to see her family again. If you can't understand that, Kara, can't show some compassion for her loss and the terrible choices she faced as a child, then you're the one who doesn't belong here.
But she...
Kara! What's wrong with her?
Her body, it's trying to phase back to her universe, and it's killing her. We're supposed to take her back to Yorktown, but they sent me with this in case there was no time. Is the transporter working? I'm sorry I lied to all of you.
Are you kidding? You came all the way from another universe and stole a shuttle just to see us. Our Kara barely even calls.
Jimmy!
Okay, I'm making the link with your little toy there. Now what?
It'll sync to the transporter controls and beam us out. Just before full power, the energy burst should send my twin here back home, along with her RNA. After that, you're stuck with just me again.
Kara, is there any danger this power booster could corrupt the matter stream?
I can't just let her die, Dad. Besides, I already had this argument with myself.
Okay. Good luck to both of my pumpkins.
Thanks, Dad.
Be careful, honey. Kara. Other Kara. I wish you could stay.
I'd love to, Mom. But I should get back to Tling.
Okay, I think we're about to go. Both Karas, no matter what happens, remember Ranger rule number 1.
Rangers are family. Kara, tell Tracy I'm sorry I didn't see her again. I will. And Kara, promise me something. Yes. What? Stop being such an idiot. I will. I promise. I promise. Captain, there is a plasma fire in the starboard nacelle. We must shut down the warp drive. What? Captain, shut down the warp drive. Yes, shutting down. We have exited the nebula, Captain. That's great. How long was I gone? Gone, Captain. Yes, I was. That explosion sent me to another universe. I was at Beta Rigel, and I met another me. But she was Starfleet. And I stole a shuttle. Captain, that explosion struck us approximately 57 seconds ago. But my family, they were there, on the Merc. They were alive again. I was there. I was. Captain, I am detecting a ship moving away at 1/4 impulse. It is Lone Star. So much for waiting on the other side. I suppose we should hail them. Scans indicate that Lone Star has suffered significant damage. Their subspace signal is weak, but they are responding. Put it through.
Carpenter, you made it! Hey guys, they made it! I thought y'all were... Well, where the hell you been?
Yes, we made it. No thanks to you. And you're already leaving. You couldn't wait 2 minutes?
2 minutes? We've been out here for 2 days!
2... What? Mr. Jacobs is correct, Captain. The subspace standard time signal indicates that Aurora's chronometer is off by approximately 39 hours and 42 minutes.